Hey everybody, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911, and I have Miss Nala here. She is asleep on the floor. We just threw a ball, and I'm in my grungy t-shirt. We're gonna go for a run here in just a few minutes, but I wanted to get on here, and I had done for the first half of the zodiac signs, which I did their videos yesterday, and then I was rebooting my system and I ended up losing it. So I'm doing it again. If you have jumped to signs, different signs, then you've probably heard this spiel. You could probably fast forward. But I wanted to get on and do a quick read for you and your soulmate to do like a weekly soulmate checkup this week, the 11th through the 18th, which is the week of the full moon in Pisces. And this full moon is bringing us more emotion flowing easier. It's also bringing back and twin flames in. And it's also in Pisces, which are those emotions, but it's also bringing conversation to the table. And people are going to be able to converse, especially Cancers, are going to be able to converse a lot smoother. I guess it'll just come a lot easier for them. This is called the harvest moon. Oh, there's Miss Nala. Um, this is called the harvest moon because it is said that the farmers were able to harvest their crop longer because this moon actually rises the closest to the sunset. And so it's the brightest. And so they could stay out longer harvesting their crop. And that's why it's called the harvest moon. So interesting. Um, but we are going to look at your soulmate and you versus your soulmate and see where the energy is at. Because this energy, like the rest of the energies, the North Node energies, the destiny energies, the fact that we have 6 planets out of 8 going retrograde, or that are retrograde, I should say, except for Venus and Mars. And with all of this energy at play, we it changes human behavior, and we learn lessons, and we come out of things, and we transform, and really you and your sign are in that. And then lastly, the other part of the read that I'd like to do is to find out what your superpower is. We all have intuitive gifts and psychic abilities, right? But we just sometimes don't pay attention to them. So I want to pull cards on maybe what to recognize within you that maybe you haven't recognized, that you don't know, or that you could practice that might help you with this situation between you and your soulmate. And the reason that I'm focusing on the psychic or the intuition, we all are given that by birthright. But with this moon, it is in Pisces, and Pisces is, first of all, the moon is very much about intuition. Pisces is one of the very, very intuitive signs. And also because this moon is also highlighting that intuition, being that it is the brightest moon. So we're going to pull cards on you to see what your superpower is and how you can use that maybe going forward this week. So hopefully you will join me at your sign, and I will see you there. Thanks. Bye. Hey Sagittarius, it's Jen. We are going to do you versus your soulmate. You're up close and personal with me tonight because I have to do it in the evening time because I ran out of time during the day, and the lighting's kind of wonky because this little girl, let's see if I can, she's snoozing because we were out this evening on a run, and she's tired, but it's wonky because she ate my circle light. So you're up close and personal with me because I need the light on my monitor, and the light is just crazy right now in here, and I'm sorry, it's not gonna be like this forever, and it looks better in the daytime, but I wanted you guys, because it is the energy check-in for you and your soulmate. And then also, what is your superpower for this week? Your psychic ability, your psychic gift. You have multiple, but what is your intuition trying to tell you this week? What do you need to tap into, realize, practice? It could be helping you with your soulmate situation this week. It's a tool that we all need to know what we have that, within us, that helps us get the correct answers, that helps us tap into the divine and path that is correct versus getting stuck in that paralyzation, analyzation in our head of just around and around and around, because that's ego. That is, you'll end up in like 2 of Swords and 8 of Swords, all stuck up in your head, worried about, if you're making the right choice. I swear, our brains lie to us to keep us safe. Our brain's job is to keep us safe. So it doesn't care that you might be growing in a different direction. It doesn't care that you have a huge opportunity. If it's change, if it is different, it is unknown. And our brain doesn't like unknown. Our brain likes to keep us safe. Hold on just a second. I'm going to put my watch back on. So these psychic abilities and psychic gifts that I'm pulling, people, I don't know about you, but I really like to know like what my capabilities are and my gifts that I can hone in on and practice, and that I'm recognizing and I'm realizing, and how to use those better. And I just thought it would be fun to pick up your superpower and kind of see what you can do with that during this week. So these 2 cards like flew out, and what's up, Sagittarius? Happy? Are you happy this week? I hope so, because I love this card. And your soulmate is bossing up. This is cool. This is cool. I'm gonna clarify them, so I hope that like we don't get some rough clarifiers on these, but that energy is good. You know what's gonna tell that is, oh yeah, nice. I'm very happy, Sag, and I don't. Okay, bye. I'm just kidding. I don't even have to clarify. I mean, I will clarify because we want to go down some layers and find out what's up. But really, that's so cool. That is so cool. I am very happy for you. If things are turning, things are looking up, hard times are rolling past, you obviously look at her arms. She's just, both of the cards are just open, receiving. She's looking up too. She's looking up to the divine, her higher self. She's grateful. She's receiving. She's free. She is, and it could be female or male, or there's no gender. So this is just the dualities within us, like, so masculine and feminine. But she is open to whatever's going to come her way. She's flowing with the energy. And you can see, okay, so colors are very important in cards. Yellow is about happiness. Blue is the represents throat chakra, so conversation. Green represents heart chakra, so opening of heart chakras creates that emotional flow, and an emotional flow and an open channel creates connection with the divine. Not only that, but your higher self, and that in turn opens for more precise intuition and into those psychic gifts. So it's all connected, but you have to be in this mode. You have to be in an open mode. Oh wow, look at this. This has to do with love. Look at her. Look at the hands. They're all open. Communication, loving communication. That's like a blue-green. Happiness. This is about giving the most love receiving the most love. Now, this could be within a relationship, is fueling this. The Queen of Cups. So, this is Cancer energy, um, fueling the Wheel of Fortune. And this is about destiny and karma and good luck and fate. So, things are happening for you this week, Sag, that are fated and where you were supposed to go, where you were supposed to be. And what was I going to say about this? I can't remember. I get on so many little little side notes that I forget. But receiving though is so important, and it looks like you are opening yourself up to the possibility that this could be within you. This could be within a relationship. This could be a situation where you have found solace now. You know, making a decision or figuring and listening to your intuition, figuring out the answers of what you're needing, where you're going. But let's see, let's clarify. So, and that looks really good. Your soulmate, what is up with my hair? Bossing up. Or this week is learning how to step in their power and take charge, be a leader, taking back their power. But we'll clarify on that one as well. So, universe, why is the sun here for Sagittarius for the week of the 11th through the 18th of September under the energies of the full moon in Pisces? Why is the sun here? Why is the sun here? That card could not be any brighter. Why is the sun here? Energies right now. I felt it today for sure. For sure. Oh, you're connecting. Seriously connecting with the divine. Seriously connecting with the divine. That is truly amazing. Okay, so what I will tell you is that there is just a feeling. Oh, you've got, jeez. Okay, I'm only going to take the top card because that's a lot of cards that flipped over. It is truly freeing when you feel like, so let me back up. So when we, and there's a reason for it, and I don't know, but when we come up with the answers or we make a decision, most of the time we're always like second guessing ourselves, right? Or we have so we buy something and we have buyer's remorse, or we make a decision and then we spend the next 2 hours wondering if it was the right decision or if we should have done something different, and we doubt ourselves. And that is brain, that is ego, that is 3D, and there's just insecurity about that, being unsure. When we feel like we've tapped in, have intuitive hits, or when we make decisions based on that, knowing that it's coming from a higher perspective, right? Kind of like when we go to the doctor. Okay, I'm a nurse, so when you are, you ask your family, you ask your friends, you ask even medical professionals that, I don't know why I'm holding this card. I just realized that I was doing that. When you go to like family or friends, or even like a friend that's a medical professional and something's going on and you want some answers for that, and to somebody outside yourself for those answers, because they might have some type of, skills or knowledge, right? And but you're still kind of like, you're still like a little worried, even though like you went to family or friends. I mean, they might have had experience with this or whatnot, but and so you're still worried. But then you go to the doctor, and um, so when you go into the doctor, you've got white coat syndrome, is what we call it, which is your blood pressure is, like through the roof because you don't know what's going on. And but then you go to the doctor, and the doctor, you know, um, most of the time will ease that insecurity in you, that your blood pressure, returns back to normal. And why is that? Why is it that this human being told you something that, helped you feel better, and but these human beings over here you still had question with? It's because it was a higher authority or somebody with higher knowledge of something that you were needing an answer for. Well, there's no difference between going to the doctor versus going to the divine or your higher self when you have a question, um, in life. And the route to the higher self and the divine is through your intuition and opening, because you actually have those answers within you already. It's just you have to quiet your mind, because your mind is a freaking chatterbox and won't shut up, and get you stuck, and you can't hear your intuition. You can't, it's like being on the telephone with kids, in the background. I love kids. I have kids, but it's annoying. And so I guess my point of that is that, you know, they're having that higher power, and that has a lot to do with, like, her arms are open. She's receiving that information from the doctor, right? Being intaking that information that's going to help her feel better, and she's trusting that will flow to her. Something else that I was going to say is, when you trust that it's going to come to you, it not only comes to you, the answers come to you, but then the universe works everything else out around you as well. And it's so magical. It really is. Um, try it this week. Try just tapping into those. It's just a quick, like, instant. It's like, I think I've explained it, like, you go to the grocery store and you're shopping and you forget, like, the stoplight, and all of a sudden you just go ching, oh my gosh, I forgot the milk. And it's that 1 second of um, catching your attention that is your intuition, and it's fleeting, so it doesn't stay. It's just in and out. And it's like, when you're quiet, so you're probably, driving in the car, unless you have kids, in the back screaming or whatever. You're probably driving in the car, and it's a lot quieter in the car than it was the store. You're able to listen a little better. You're able to hear when your intuition for you, and you're able to key into that, versus when you're in the store and you're thinking about where the kids are, and you're trying to get through the line, and you're worried about time, and you are worried about what the bill is going to be for the groceries. And so your mind is going, 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 right, talking your ear off, and you can't hear your intuition. So, and try it this week. Quiet your mind and open up. I think that is what this is saying, is you're going to find great happiness in opening up. And this could be opening up and listening in a conversation that you might be having with this emperor this week. Receiving maybe that you need. And obviously, this information that's coming in is going to make you feel better, like getting information from the doctor. Um, the cards that you pulled are spirituality. It says window: spirituality, faith, fate, destiny, higher guidance, higher guidance, and protection. Get in touch with your higher self. Okay? Yes. So that's the doctor story. Okay. Now, what was this one? This one is house, where you feel at home, family, safe and secure, prosperity and happiness, your foundation. Be yourself. I think that by inhibitions and being who you want to be and finding that within you to not use your mind, not use your ego, but releasing that resistance and allowing for higher information to come to you is going to free you for this this good luck and happiness to abundantly flow to you when you follow this, when you just allow. I think is the biggest thing. It's just allow to receive. And for some people like me, that's really hard. That's something that I'm learning about myself is it is a sense of having to let go of control when you allow for somebody else to give you something or for you to take in something versus the giver that I am that likes to give. And I thought it was because I really am a sweet girl. But I'm learning that it's because I feel more in control of not losing somebody. I'm a Cancer, so I, I hook on and it's hard for me to let go. But my point is that when you receive, it's becoming more and having to let go of that control a little bit and allowing, but there's less resistance, so it's gonna flow easier. Let's get. I gotta turn these cards flipped over. Um, when I was shuffling, and there were so many of them, I couldn't take them all. But let's look at your soulmate. So he is the Emperor, bossing up, taking his power, leading, finding his strength and courage. You could be dealing with an Aries. This is Aries energy. This Emperor is very logic based. So what you're going through and tapping into your spirituality, I wonder if that's going to be an example for this Emperor. And this could be, like I said, I said it at some point, or with some signs, a lot of the signs. This could be your boss. This could be your friend, family member, a coworker, a love interest. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, your soulmate's having a tower moment this week. So something's popping off for your soulmate. Some realization, some it has to do with communication because this is blue and this is about the throat chakra. So there might be truths that are coming up or things that have needed to be said, and your soulmate is stepping into that power of being able to face their fears and climb that mountain, and be able to take control of this challenge that they have, taking back control of their happiness. Now, this could be, I'm not saying necessarily taking control back from you. Maybe they are taking control of their own life. Maybe they're able to say no. Maybe their boss has been on their tail about it's been a block in your guys' relationship. They're having to work more and they're unhappy. Maybe their family is controlling and tries to maneuver them like a puppet, and they haven't known how to boss up and get out of those situations and say no, or say, this is just take back their life and their power. These cards say, Tower, you need to leave this state of solitude, separation, isolation, long isolation long term. Sorry, these are hard to read. Mountains. A past relationship issue is keeping you from moving forward. Blocks, standstill, and challenges. So be your soulmate, your this emperor who is bossing up this week, or it could be this emperor is realizing this week that that is something that they need to do, is to take control of their life. However, the overall energy was the Wheel of Fortune. So things are turning, which means this is happening with your emperor. You're allowing love and connecting to spirituality, and you're finding your happiness. Your emperor is taking back control of their life and bossing up, and or needing, you both are needing to this week, or you're learning to, or you are starting. Yeah, I mean, things. So that's great. Now let's look at your superpower of what, of how to, help you connect with this. What is your superpower that you're going to be able to use? Your psychic gift, your intuition, your intuitive hits that are going to help you through this week coming up. For Sagittarius, what will their psychic gift or psychic, oops, sorry, I'm moving the desk. Okay. I'm going to take this one actually. This is the one that okay. Okay. I like that one. Ooh. Okay. So this one's Divergent, and I'll read this to you. And this one is Sultry. So your superpower this week, your psychic gift that you can tap into, your intuitive gift that you can tap into. Divergent, you stand out from the rest. The way you think, the way you dress, it's rare and unique, making you very desirable. This, I very much think, is about being, just like that card, being yourself. Be who you are. Be how you want to be. Think for yourself. Make based on your intuition and who you are and who you really want to show, who you really want to be, because you will be surprised at the number of people who are magnetized to the real you versus somebody who is wearing a mask. This says, Sultry, your serene presence makes you otherworldly, with the ability to feel your physical sensations as they are very heightened, trapping those around you in your rapture. Wow. Being you. And look, it's having, maybe you speaking up, having to do with conversation. The blue, those are butterflies, transformation. Huge transformation happening with this tower for your, and for you as well. Speaking up, maybe bringing to the table things that maybe you have needed to bring to the table, and this creates this confidence in being yourself, and it frees you up to be happier and find that happiness. Love these cards. I love these cards. So Sag, you have a powerful week happening this week, not unlike any of the other signs as well, and you're going to be encountering some moments of big transformation, and I'm really happy for you. That means growth, and that means more happiness in your life. So Sag, that's your message for this week, and if you have connected with that, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing, I would so much appreciate it. And you have a good week, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.